back. I have been using the mob farm to level up my sword. I made a new one because it got fiery, and if an enderman escapes and you hit him with it, it lights him on fire and it'll just teleport around wildly. I set up an area for essence crops. Currently I've only got the two. The one I'm waiting on to mature so I can move it over. I did install a vacuum hopper over here. What I'm going to do is make item conduits, which are fairly simple. You need pulsating iron, which is iron, and an ender pearl, which I've got one left after making the vacuum hopper, and conduit binder, which is binder composite, just gravel, sand, and clay. Luckily I had all of that laying around. Well, I didn't have it laying around, but I had sand in here, gravel in here, and I was able to make it. I did move into Ender IO. I've got my sag mill and my alloy smelter. I just used it to make hardened glass. And I needed a sound muffler, which is a note block, which is redstone and wood and wool, because I don't know if you know anything about mob farms, but it gets loud. Like, check this out. You can barely hear me. Now you can barely hear them. I set up barrels because I'm going to have an item filter hooked up that only allows this kind of stuff to go into here. And then I've got the modded chest. I've got an epic loot bag from leveling up, but I'm saving all of my loot bags to get a legendary. And I'm going to open that on screen, and hopefully I get something good out of it, because they reworked the numbers on this, and it's a lot more efficient now. Let's see, I made a portable tank, which is, this one's just Invar, a portable tank, and it's copper and glass. But to upgrade that again, all I need is hardened glass, which is pulverized obsidian, and the hardened portable tank. Now this one will hold 128 buckets. And yeah, now all I have to do to get my pulsating iron is stick that in there. This is very slow, but then you just combine it in here. Well, you put nuggets in there, so I'm only going to get one. See, almost done. You can put capacitors in here to make it run faster, which is what I plan on doing in the near future. You just do that. Oops. 24. That ought to be plenty. And then I need the basic item filter, which is 4 paper and a hopper. Luckily I've got a hopper right here. I've only got 2 papers, so I'll take 1 and 3 sugar cane. Hopper, paper, 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 basic item filter. Oh yeah, and the trash can, I can set that up with a whitelist for the bows and armor, but let's see. All that out of there for now. That there, automatically filling up with XP. Then to configure these, just need to right click on them. This one I'm going to disable. Then you got to set all of these to insert. And this is where your item filter goes in. It gives you 5 slots, which I've got 5 barrels. just... Oops, no. I want to blacklist these. So now, it should be fairly efficient. Let's go ahead and see. There's a compressed zombie in there, so I'm going to let him die. They turn into like 9 zombies or something. I'm not sure of the exact numbers. Oh, I got another hat. All of it's going into the vacuum hopper. At least it should be. Oh, I forgot to set it to extract. No, oh, active without signal. So now it should be going. Yeah, it is. Because I didn't have zombie brains in there before. So that's a modded item. 25. Pull that out of there. Put it in with the other modded items, along with the loot bag. But yeah, you just need 4 loot bags to level them up. I've got 2 epics so far, and I'm working on the legendary. I also set up a grassy area for Botania, so I can start setting up my mana. So I'm going to go ahead and... Sometimes mobs will drop petals. I'm going to go ahead and set this up right there. Now in Botania, you can make passive generating flora. I'm not sure if they've disabled that in this version or not, but in the current version, the one I play on my other series, they'll decay and die. So it's a good way to get early game mana to get some first items, but it's definitely not sustainable. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I've got some actual normal cows over here. I'm probably going to kill off the pigs because they're not really necessary, and just survive solely on cows. Looks like we got more feathers and eggs. I haven't upgraded my jetpack just yet. I'm going to work on that this episode off camera, because nobody wants to watch a bunch of crafting. Oh, this finally grew. Now I can add it to the rest of the plants. Oops, misclicked there, but oh well. And I think what I'm going to do right now is get that, and a seed, and sugarcane I've got 4 of. I'll put away my feathers and eggs. I'm going to make nature essence. So first you need to make your Minicio seed. Place it there. The Accio essence you get from combining it with the weak infusion stone, which is a diamond surrounded by Minicio essence. And then you take your Accio essence, place it there, 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 and there. And any nature thing will work, so now I've got nature seeds. I'm going to place them there. My hopes are I'm going to get enough nature seeds to make a lily pad for here so I don't constantly fall into there, jump out, trot on the dirt, and then have to retill it, because that gets annoying after a while. Something I forgot to do is set all of these to insert, because by default they're always set to extract. See, now we got more zombie brains in there. Did we get any more no, we didn't. The next step is going to be to set this up to automatically sift out all of the bows, because those add up, stack up, and they're just honestly not worth it. Alright guys, I made my first flower. I'm going to see if it's one of those passive flowers I was talking about earlier that might decay. That's why I only made the one. And to get that, you just need to put in your petal apothecary, one orange, one light blue, and two yellow, and then throw in your seed and you'll get a day bloom. Now it'll generate mana as long as it's daytime. Now you need your mana spreader, which is any petal, your living wood, and a piece of gold? I thought that's what it was. Mana manipulation, mana spreader. Oh, you don't need the gold anymore, it's just 7 living wood. Good thing I made so much of that last time. There we go. And to orient this, you're going to need your Wand of the Forest. Place that down there. This is on bind mode. You can change the mode by shift right clicking it. Now it's on function mode. Now it's back to bind mode. So you shift right click that to there. And you see with your wand you can see where it's spreading. Without it you can't see. With it you can see it's pointing directly at our mana pool. So now I'm going to place that there. Slowly, it's going to slowly generate mana. I'm not going to make any more in case it does decay, but if it doesn't, I'm going to work towards generating that instead of doing my coal coke setup, because coal coke takes a lot of sand and I don't feel like messing with it right now. But we'll see. Oh yeah, and I finally saw fit to separate metal from, miscellaneous stuff like blaze powder, diamonds, coal, all of my Certus cords, which I've got a hefty amount. When it comes to making an ME controller, we're going to be set for components. Alright, through careful use of the watering can, I've now got enough nature essence to make a lily seed, or a lily pad, which is going to be helpful because now I can just walk right over this. And in previous versions of magical crops, if you walked over them like this, they would hurt you, but apparently they took that out to make farming a little easier. Right now I'm just... that's ready. But yeah, now farming is much easier because you can... Before you had to walk, or you would line in between your magical crops with normal crops, and you would have to harvest them walking in that line. There is the chance to get 2 seeds when you harvest, but it's very, very low. I was hoping I could catch it on camera, but it's not wanting to do it right now. Like I said, it's a very, very low chance, like a 1% chance. But nature essence is what we're going to use to get the next tier infusion stone. So I'm going to keep on going with that. I've got enough mana now to make 1 mana steel. You just drop it in and it turns it into mana steel. I need 4. I'm going to make a magnet. And this flower still hasn't degraded. It hasn't been very long, but it should have degraded by now. So it may be an older version of Botania, and that feature may have not been in this pack. And over here we got the mob farm still. I did get 2 miniature red hearts, which I'm going to craft into heart canisters, but we've got our legendary loot bag. Yes, I got enough of them. Resonant Ender Bucket. That's good. Oh, that's a notch apple? Or just a golden apple? Oh, that's a notch apple. Diamond leggings. Okay, that's good. Brings our protection up a little. Got more blizz rods, so that's good. We can make gelid cryotheum once we finally get a big reactor set up. And I have been sieving more sand, so we got more yellorium. Place that in here, brings us up to 12. I don't think that's enough yet to give us our reactor, but I'm going to be working towards that. I want to phase out the lava gens. I mean, it's fine and dandy, but I want to have a large amount of power and have a machine wall. I'm probably going to set up the big reactor over here and tesseract everything. Let's see what the recipe is for a tesseract. Tesseract, silver, bronze, tesseract frame. We need resonant ender, four ender pearls for that. Enderium. We need the induction smelter. Enderium blend is just tin, pulverized silver, and pulverized shiny. Oh, my video got done. Sorry about that. Yeah, we should be able to do that relatively soon. Actually, I might be able to do that right now. I'm going to cut back to when I have all the ingredients, since we got that resonant ender bucket. Alright guys, I got pulverized all this courtesy of the sag mill, and the resonant ender bucket courtesy of the legendary bag, and that gives you Enderium blend. Ooh, I got the bucket back out of that too. Now, I wonder if I can just do it this way. Because I don't want to build an induction smelter just yet. I don't have power infrastructure for it. Almost time to add another bucket of blazing pyrotheum from our cow. Molten Enderium. Oh, it doesn't mix. So I wonder. Yep, that gives us our Enderium. Sweet. Alright guys, and with that, I think it's the wrapping up point. We've got a lot done this day, and opened up a legendary loot bag. Of course, it was pretty good, but next time I'm going to be working more with magical crops, and we'll see how that goes. Alright, like, favorite, share, subscribe if you haven't. See you guys later.